Good morning. Just signing in here to see how deep is the dump in Bitcoin and jump into some live reviews of the relative strength index and our indicators to take a picture of what is going on. This isn't actually trading advice, just market observation. You can pause the video to read through the disclaimer. I think there's a link in the description down below too. Let's jump in here and ease the dramatic music back. Now, I want to go through what's going on. The 1 minute time frame isn't the thing that we normally look at. But we have been looking at the weekly view. Oh, this is quite a change from the video this morning. So the weekly view has really broken to our bearish scenario. That it broke down below these levels instead of holding its bladder here with a candle to the upside is super bearish. And it's one of the measurements that we were watching for specifically to see this break. Even this morning, 3 hours ago, as I did the video, I got to zoom into the 12-hour. So now we're pulling back here. We can see this trend line that we were looking at this morning, and it definitely broke that trend line. Where is that in the price level? Boom. We can see that trend line broke right there. Where's my straight line drawn tool? I have tried to get the chat going along the side, and I haven't had time to reconfigure that so that it works regardless of the technology. I'll get that set up. So there's our break. Zoom into the 4-hour, no, that's the 12-hour time frame. It's even more clear where that break happened. So as prices are breaking below this 1, 2, 3 top formation now, it's easier to see it when it's already finished. 1, 2, 3 top formation broke below our levels. The relative strength index broke right when we were looking for off of that pattern. That's the kind of stuff I like to record because this turns into a case study for use in the courses over on intro-to-cryptos.ca. So doing these videos daily gives me the place to go back and edit now and say, hey, this is before, this is after, here is our pattern. Here's more evidence of how technical analysis actually works. You can actually predict price direction with it once you get used to the pattern and you practice it. These patterns really do work. And that's what the purpose of this stream is. I'm lost here. 4-hour. I'm going to zoom into the 1 hour because when did this break? This broke early enough for us to have known that our stop loss needed to be hit. So yesterday I put out an alert for this 1, 2, 3 bottom. Our entry signal was here. Our stop was just above our entry. We got stopped out as prices came back and didn't put out a signal for a short position. Fail on that one. So preparation to cross the road one direction, but not to cross it the other direction. Let's go out to the 5-year view and observe what was going on with this. We're always looking for more volume, give me more volume, like pick back up please. But no, it wasn't doing it. So as we zoom into the daily time frame, we kept saying, oh, we need more volume. Look how this was before. It's not good. We got to get more volume to break above the, down it went. So here again, this is all breaking news as this is breaking these levels. I'm pretty sure this morning we were looking at this, but probably looking for what it's got to do for us to get to be bullish rather than if it goes below this, here's our sell signal. So, I'm standing beside the fence looking over one way. I'm not standing back far enough to see both sides of the fence here today. Let's zoom in. I want to zoom in on this 12-hour, 4-hour time frame. Hey, Assos man, good to have you along. Very exciting to see what's coming. I'm loving to document it. But the break here doesn't really have a big effect on my overall portfolio. We'll see how that goes over time. So what I'm keen to do is to be continually documenting all of the patterns as they're unfolding. So the 1-hour time frame, really our dumpage started earlier. So this morning when I did the video, I must not have zoomed into this time frame. I don't know. But this dumpage is like, okay, warning. Big warning, it didn't go to positive. We didn't get a pull back up to the positive juice. So as we're coming to these levels, all of those things really work well together. At least they got us out of the long position and we're sitting watching now. Now let's go to the MACD indicator. The MACD, I've been watching for this histogram to shorten up, and it isn't. It's lengthened. So this specific histogram, what day of the week is it today? Wednesday only. It is already increased. So more of this is more down. That's the long and the short of it. So if I go to the 1 year time frame, we are all happy this morning as this had not crossed to the negative. It was still looking positive. We could still hold on to our positive delusion as this was setting up here. But now it's so close to crossing on the daily that we got some more down to go. The 12-hour was also just crossed to the positive, giving us a little bit of support there. And I'm certain now, the 12-hour has crossed at a pretty key level. Let's see how this reacts to these levels now. How about if I zoom into the 4-hour? It had already crossed earlier. So this morning when we looked at this, we said, okay, the 12-hour is still positive, but the 4-hour was negative. Of course, the 4-hour leads the 12-hour, which leads the daily, and then the weekly gives us the overall. So this was a powerful signal this morning as it was unfolding. Good to see that, we can actually see these indicators. We can put this together with the patterns and we can make trading decisions based on that. So ours was to get out of our trading signal. It was a long bias position here and didn't have a neutral enough stance to be bear prepared on that break for my own part. Now let's zoom out. Ooh, look at that spoiler. Here's the weekly view. We've been watching for a bit saying, oh, that's crossed negative. It's not so good. This has been negative for a long time, but it'll stay good for quite a while. That's not a worrisome chart pattern in the long term. The daily, however, it's been our bear friend for quite a while as we've been watching the pattern, the Ichimoku cloud being, constantly, we were constantly below the cloud trying to look for bearish or bullish positions out of this. As we're below the cloud all the way along here looking for bullish positions, it's kind of a good lesson. And the Ichimoku cloud really taught me some lessons in here because it was right and I was not. And now we're starting to see how important the Ichimoku cloud is and how long it's going to be before we finally find that really good moment. And let me go to the 1 year view, clean off all this stuff, go to the log view, draw the prices all the way back. Auto, that's better. My view, and it'll be the same until it changes, until the price chart changes, that changes my view, is that we'll be coming down to test this level and make our way up. I thought we would do a little fake out run up first, get all of the longs excited, and then wreck them, but they are probably all getting properly wrecked right now. They don't need the extra move up before the move down. So this is why I'm pretty, it's not unexpected that we're coming down. If we break 5,800 and keep going down, then we are in a whole new world of downtrend. Then we're in a whole new world of get ready to short your pants. And get ready to short your pants on 1, 2, 3 top formations that are in the direction of the trend, in the direction of the Ichimoku cloud. So my mistake was expecting a little bit of a pull up first and then to hammer it down. And I wasn't prepared for the hammer down here. I did good on this one though. Now let's zoom in. 12-hour time frame. Oh, of course, this morning on the live stream, I was talking about this is a sell signal in an Ichimoku cloud. This is the cross to the negative. This was negative. This was negative. But I didn't get ready with a short for my own part. 4-hour time frame. Also, I said this morning, indecisive because it's in the middle of the cloud, not positive, right? Wasn't bullish. And poof, boom, down she went. And again, it's just admonishing myself in my own trading for not having that short prepared in advance on this to be so bullish and just only bullish to stop out my bull trade. So the entry was here, stop loss above it. Got stopped out at a bit of a profit, but didn't prepare to flip it when this actually told me to, as it made the 1, 2, 3 top formation here. Got to be prepared all the time, all the time, all the time. No languishing in this market, that's for sure. Now, what is this, 1 hour time frame? I'll just go into the shorter time frames for the fun of it, just to have it recorded. Whoa, the 15-minute time frame, wham! It's got to really thicken up before we're gonna. And the 5-minute time frame, of course, really wicked. And now it's thickening up here, so maybe we'll get some sideways action after this move. Now let's go to Bitcoin 5-year view. What was going on in the Bollinger Bands? Of course, we can see now that it's pushing down against the bottom of this band, and probably we're going to see some. It's not pretty. This is not good for bulls. And we zoom in on this. It was a very close neck. We touched off of the midline and then broke down from the midline. So as I was reading this, I'm looking for the 1, 2, 3 bottoms. I'm looking for the break of the midline, and what would it mean for a bull signal? I'm not looking for it to reject from that midline and really make its way down further. Not on this time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, I'm not sure where it was. It must have been coming down here, and I was expecting to watch for a cross of this midline, but clearly we didn't get it. Now, as I'm zooming in, the 1 hour I do recall was coming up against this, and I was watching for this to cross the midline first, then the 4-hour to cross the midline, and we didn't see it. So again, this didn't help me out. I didn't read it right. But the 1, 2, 3 in the larger 1, 2, 3, as those tests fail, it's really important. Great to have it and to mark it all out here. Let's go back to the 1 minute view, 1 minute view, 1 minute view, 1 minute view. So what happened as Bitcoin hit the skids? Everything else took a bounce and then is really bounced back up. There's a lot of noise here in Ripple, a lot of noise, but it looks like we've gotten some move back up out of that. Let's go over to, I see I'm getting the twirly bird on the live stream over there. Are you guys seeing any pause in the live stream? Fast dump followed by slow dump. Maintain liquidity for cashing out. Suckers rally going back up to the 4K levels. Ooh, nasty. Hey, this chart just updated to show Bitcoin dominance dropping significantly. So it rose sharply as Bitcoin did its thing and everybody panicked and shit their pants and dumped their alts. But it seems that the alts have rebounded pretty good. Let's just go take a look at the 6 that we do on the other live stream. We've been going through and documenting these on the Intro to Crypto's live stream. And I go through these each day to much the same thing, looking at the relative strength index to see if we're coming up off of these levels. See that break there? Not a very good drawing. But you can see the break of the trend line to the upside here, the smallest little bit off of these midlines while Bitcoin's doing that and Bitcoin dominance is making a move. This could be our breakout for these altcoins. And just taking a look at Bitcoin Cash, it moved up yesterday with Bitcoin strength, and now it's behaving like an alt instead of behaving like Bitcoin. I don't know. EOS, what are you doing? A little bit of strength, and the relative strength index breaking off important levels. So this is really nice to see. Bitcoin in the background and EOS in the foreground showing strength like this. That's the 12-hour. I thought it was zoomed in more than that. Here we are, the 15-minute time frame. So as Bitcoin moved right now, so did EOS. It absolutely responded and broke that trend line in the relative strength index. Beautiful. So we are seeing some alts really breaking out of key levels. Ethereum didn't make a nice 1, 2, 3 bottom formation for me, but it is sitting off of really nice support and resistance levels. So strength off of this is nothing to sniff at. As it comes up and breaks above these levels, this is an important break. That move in Bitcoin is important on these technical levels. So I want to really pay attention to what the alts are doing and jump on them potentially. What is Litecoin doing? I was expecting some strength here. Let me zoom out a bit. So it's really taken some beatings against Bitcoin, really going along with it. I have to check that out more carefully at our 3 o'clock live stream. ZRX is building up. We can see the break of this relative strength index movement here. I like it. That's good for bulls on that side. And Ripple is also already broken this trend line, looking good. That's bullish for this continuation. Out of this upward trend already, we have a parallel channel. And with Bitcoin dropping in the background here, that looks so good. So the alts with Bitcoin dominance dropping like that and having such a wild move, that's very good. Pay attention to your altcoin bottom formations. So my job now that I am behind on, and I don't seem to have it open where I can just quickly bring it up. Oh, there it is. There's the October Patron Bull Market Watch spreadsheet. You can see that AOL Chandra has already gone through everything on Binance and updated our spreadsheet so that we are up to date on what's going on with Binance. My job now is to catch up on Poloniex, and that will give us our cover image here and let us know how many exit coins we have, how many alert coins we have, which ones are they, how many of our hold coins are still doing well and growing higher from here. Yesterday, we saw that the bearish index crossed above the bullish index here on Poloniex. So when I update this today, I hope I see that reverse again and we see more bullish indicator coming out of this. This is a fantastic addition to your trading research because it goes beyond Bitcoin dominance and shows you which coins are doing the best in the move in the altcoin trend. Shows you when the trend is starting, which ones to get into, and it shows you when to get out when the trend is ending. If you're not familiar with that, be sure to head over to the website intro-to-cryptos.ca and check out more about that spreadsheet. It's awesome. It tracks everything on Binance and everything on Poloniex, and you can see it graphically in an instant. Nothing like it out there. I am super pumped to have gone through and recorded everything on these indicators as they've gone through, because this is really great case study information to prove out, what happens in the indicators when we have this kind of pattern, because we're probably going to have it again. And we want to be prepared to take these indicators and make this technical analysis work for us in a way that makes money. That's the whole purpose of it all. So I'm super excited to have you guys along, but that pretty much wraps it up. I just wanted to quickly record what are the indicators doing as this is breaking. I didn't trade it short. I am watching the alts more than Bitcoin right now because I believe in Bitcoin in the long term, and so I don't really care that it's coming down to $5,800 or $4,000. It's okay. So long as I can jump on the alts and grow my number of Bitcoin while this is swashing this way and that way, I'm good. That's the name of the game here, is to build up our Bitcoin, because in the future, we all know it's going to go past $100,000 each. So our game is to use our cryptos to grow our Bitcoin, use simplefx.com to use gold and silver and the commodities to grow your Bitcoin, whatever. Grow your Bitcoin, regardless if it's going up or down. Don't sell it, go short. If you can't go short, it's because you live in the United States. Anyway, Assos man, good to have you along. And 33 other people watching right now, so hit the thumbs up button. If you found this interesting, hit the subscribe button for no other reason except that it makes me feel good. Thanks again. I will see you on the next episode. Let me turn the dramatic music back up again. And I'll see you on the next episode.